Hello, Pokemon Go trainers. It's the Seahawks fan with another Go Battle League video. Go Battle Week, and oh my gosh, what a wild ride. Gone all the way down to the 2300s, and well, this team, 100 plus Elo, definitely a much more accessible team, and it's fantastic. Primarina, and you got some nice answers to cover the weaknesses. All those definitely things you have to watch out for. Now, grass type is very strong into the lead and back, but you're able to not have to worry too much because that's not something you see every battle. Although Tapu Bulu definitely got to watch out for, but Charm Primarina wins in that matchup with 2 shields, which is nice to know. And okay, we have a Shield of Peace in Shadow Rhyperior. While regular Rhyperior wins 2 shield scenario, Shadow Rhyperior wins in the 1 shield scenario. Or almost. We're going to win, right? We're going to win. I'm going to win. This is going to be a win because, yeah. The extra damage, just too much. Able to get to that last Mudslap for the KO before they get to a second Aqua Tail. But any extra energy, and they can win in the 1 shield scenario, which is important to know. Got Origin Dialga as a safe swap. Swapping into Zacian, not ideal. They are going to go for a close combat and dip. Pretty normal. I mean, Zacian is pretty difficult. Dragging out the Ho-Oh, and they did not respect the warp time. Let's go. Let's go. And we see an Origin Palkia, which is getting absolutely wrecked. They brought Palkia because they did not want it match up against the Primarina. We're not going to shield because even if it's an Aqua Tail, it's fine. They do still take me out. Not a Shundo, but pretty good IVs. That may be a 14 attack, shiny 98. My 98 is too CP higher, so not sure exactly. Maybe 96 with 15 attack. Shadow Rhyperior gets KO'd, but Charm Primarina cleans that up. Definitely very nice. Now, if you missed out on the Primarina Calm Day, I am sorry to hear that because it is a fantastic Pokemon for Go Battle League, and it's actually a pretty decent fairy type attacker. We try to make a rock record catch, and it's a breaking swipe spam, but they actually dip after 1. I don't want to full send, but I feel like I had to. It would have been absolutely crazy if they did actually no shield the bait, if I did bait. Shadow Mewtwo, well, it doesn't rule the meta as it used to. Actually, may be a pretty decent time to use it. Although you gotta watch out for the Mighty Bacon Bird, the Yveltals. But it's definitely not terrible. 3, okay, we're gonna go for, I think 1 more Charm before I swap. Or they bring in Rhyperior, and actually, they should have just stayed in. Because they gave me the perfect chance to farm down to have Iron Head for the Tapu Bulu KO. Get absolutely wrecked. Now let me know how Go Battle Week is for you. Odds are you're going to see this video after Go Battle Week, maybe. Yeah, probably. Definitely been a wild ride, and at the time of recording, there's still so much Go Battle Week for me. Still so much. By the time you see this video, possibly I hit Legend. That would be kind of crazy, but it's possible. Enough battles. Just need the right team. And the beauty of a Shadow Rhyperior versus the non-Shadow. Now, the bulk is nice of the non-Shadow, but you get more room to 1 shield farm down with Mudslap from Shadow Rhyperior. Now, they can get to enough energy advantage to reach to Iron Heads. So you do have to be a little careful, but you are able to better off. land those enough mud slaps before they reach 2 iron heads. And if they throw on poor timing, they could definitely get a mud slaps. They could definitely accidentally let a mud slap for free go through. Next opponent, we got Yveltal. Let's go. We get to absolutely charm down them. Maybe smart to swap in instantly into Rhyperior. I actually feel like it's not Rock Record. They go for the Breaking Swipe. I was about to second guess myself. Good attempt, though. I mean, if it paid off, they're genius. They do take my shield with the Breaking Swipe, but that's not too Rhyperior. I do want to preserve the health a bit. I do want to get this energy out. And also, I mean, I am debuffed. I do still reach a Breaking Swipe. I can't reach back to Rock Wreckers. I'm able to force them into Heatran, which is a problem, but there's still play. Definitely, I mean, they got rid of my Rhyperior. I need Heatran to return to raid so I can grind for the Shundo. Ooh. Am I going to be able to clean up this mess? I need them to try to make a catch and fail. Or, wait, maybe not enough energy on the Yveltal. I do wait a turn because I'm like, let me see. They don't have back-to-back moves. And I can actually charm them down for the win. Let's go. That's fantastic for me. And back to start the last battle. This time they bring in Zacian. I do bring in... I don't want to commit the shields to Shadow Rhyperior, but also it's actually probably the smart idea. I do know shield to play rough. Very nice. I will commit a shield, especially at this point. Actually, no, I don't shield. I think I was going to shield and never did. And it paid off because it's a wild charge play rough. And here, 2-0 shield advantage. Shadow Rhyperior is absolutely going to nuke the Primarina. The non-shadow does not KO, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it does still KO, but Shadow definitely does. And kaboom! Get that Yveltal out of here. Oh, so close to the sweep. Oh, let's go. They conceded. That's a sweep in my eyes. Kind of not. Let me know if you think that battle is a Shadow Rhyperior sweep. I mean, technically only got 2 KOs, but didn't have to bring in a backup Pokemon. I mean, they left before the third Pokemon was KO'd, so I think it's technically, like, I think it's not a sweep, but also kind of a sweep. It put in the work with energy. Rockwrecker is shielded, and Zarude gets 1 shielded charm down, which is good to know from the beginning matchup. But Power Whip does still put in a lot of damage. Ooh, we got a Xerneas. Awkward. We can survive a Moonblast. We're tanky enough. Oh, it's Thunder. Yeah, no. Well played. Okay, it's fine. Just how it goes. And here we have another Origin Dialga to deal with the Zacian matchup. Oh, and they bring in the Ho-Oh. And I'm going to only be able to throw a move before I get incinerated down. Actually, hang on. Get some more Dragon Breath through. But probably actually would have been better to not give that next Incinerate. That's definitely some key energy. We no shield the Sacred Fire, thankfully. We do full send. Because they have a shield. We have 2. And they go down. Let's go. And we can bring in Primarina. Now, it's a little tricky. We're going to go for the full charm down after... Actually, no, we don't. Well, we do take the shield. And we're going to double shield. And they're going to be going for wild charges. Let's go. They are not going to get to the energy they need. They go down. And they know. They're just going to... Actually, no, they do still play. I mean, I get... with how the game can be, but definitely needed me to leave early. Game crash, game kick us out for them to realistically get a win. But I get it. I get playing it to the end. Back to Zarude in the lead. Nice, nice. Actually, I guess a strong enough Zarude can avoid getting one shielded charm down. Yeah, that's not a level 50 Zarude. Good to know. I didn't check the CPU when I did the battle. Oh my gosh, I get surfed by Shadow Rhyperior. Okay, well played. Shadow is so strong, and I definitely suggest it being really good, especially if you don't have the Hundo. Now, what could be behind door number 3? They go down, and it's a Ho-Oh. Well, if I had Waterfall Primarina, it would have been a very different battle, but it happens. Honestly, respect for running this surf on Rhyperior. I probably should try myself. And we're going to have the Mewtwo here, which Mewtwo is going to shield up the Iron Head. Let's go. We can survive anything besides Focus Blast. Ice Beam, let's go. We can go for the Iron Head. It's not enough for the KO, but it will do some nice damage. 1 HP in a dream for the Mewtwo. We do shield because we want alignment. And they're going to incinerate us down, and we needed to be something we can deal with. We go for the Rock Wrecker because kind of the only hope with this backline. Try to make a Nature's Madness catch, and I failed. Well played on them, just gain the energy they need. And they're going to KO me once again, but it's okay. It's how it goes, how the Go Battle League fumbles, how the matchmaking goes. But we are going to be winning the lead. Going to counter the Florges with Shadow Rhyperior. I've definitely seen, I've not actually seen it myself in battle, but I've definitely, Petal Blizzard is something to consider. But, kaboom! They can get absolutely wrecked by the Rock Wrecker. Maybe they were at energy for Petal Blizzard, but I do not think they were. Oh my gosh, I shielded up a super spicy Earthquake. Because I'm like, surely they swapped out of the Primarina Mirror because they were like, this has to be Charm. Shield Piece. I should win this matchup. Unless they have Moonblast on Primarina. It's the Storming Voice Hydro Cannon. You're silly if you don't have Hydro Cannon or at least Sparkling Area. And with the Charm damage, I can just comfortably go for a Hydro Cannon. And I have a Hydro Cannon banked. Goodbye. Let's go. Very nice win. Once again for me. Let's see. What is in the next matchup? Is it Waterfall Primarina? It probably is. And we can bring in the Shadow Rhyperior. Better matchup for Zacian than Primarina. Oh, we no shield the heavy hitting close combat. We're going to go for the full Mud Slap down at this point. And we're going to go straight for the Rock Wrecker. Did we get a one-turn lag from my opponent? Nope, unfortunately. Oh, awkward with Necrozma in the back. Going to go for the War of Time. It's going to be shielded. Makes sense. Definitely best to shield up the Necrozma at this point. I do have a shield myself. And great play by my opponent. About to happen. 3, 2, 1. I see the swap, but I'm like, oh no. I was clicking on the heavy hitting War of Time for the Necrozma for the KO. And I trust my Primarina. Thankfully, I was like, they're not at Sunsteel Strike energy. I didn't leave. And I have the Hydro Cannon for the Necrozma. They're not going to get to another move. And I get the KO with Hydro Cannon. Let's go. Charm Primarina with Hydro Cannon slaying the Duskmane Crozma and beautiful lead into the Kyogre. Although they actually can put up a fight. They're going to charge back priority. We're going to no shield. It's fine. It is Origin Pulse. Okay, it's tougher than I wanted. And we are going to actually be in a tying spot. Gonna bring in Dialga. Kind of would have rather Yveltal, but I'll take this matchup. We're going to shield up that Dark Pulse. We're going to be down to 0 shield. It's going to try to go for the Dragon Breath, and I get it. I get the Dragon Breath if I'm down. Oh, they have an Amber's. I didn't go for the one-shotting move of Iron Head. Do they have the Grass Knot? Actually, they don't. They have Dazzling Gleam. They don't run the Grass Knot. An Amber's that runs the Fairy move, Dazzling Gleam and Fly. Get wrecked. That was their loose condition, not having Grass Knot. Easy win besides that. Next opponent, they pivot into a Shadow Primarina. I go for the Hydro Cannon to get some decent chip to soften them up for my Rhyperior. Because I think I can one shield farm down with Mud Slap, leave with a boatload of energy. If it's not the Yveltal, oh my gosh, it is the Yveltal. You know what happens when you can get to 2 Rock Crackers? You kaboom! Absolute nuke. One-shotting the Yveltal. And getting that Togekiss out of here because we were full sending. And I mean, Primarina can deal with it pretty well. We got the Charm Primarina into the Tapu Bulu. A Grass Knot, they don't go for Nature's Madness. And we are going to try to make another Grass Knot catch. But we're met with a Yveltal. We just settle for Iron Head if they're counting correctly. They know this is not, they know it's not a KOing move. We know shields. We go for that farm down because if Bulu returns, or they reveal a third Pokemon, which is actually fantastic. Oh, they're going to use the last shield. I should try to make a catch, and I do try and fail. I don't mind them nuking me. Dog Pulse not enough for the KO. I actually do go at this point for the Hydro Cannon. And I didn't make the mistake of not taking that KO because kaboom, I go. Yeah, I let them get too much energy. And, I mean, Grass Knot from Bulu would have been a KO. Perfect lead into Origin Palkia. And become one shield farm down with the Mud Slaps. From the Shadow Rhyperior into Origin Dialga. Dialga may be very tanky, but Shadow Rhyperior Mud Slap is insane. And we can overfarm, well, get some more energy, get some extra Mud Slap damage in before we launch these moves. Breaking Swipe takes a shield. I decide to save my shield for Primarina because I don't want to save a red health Shadow Rhyperior as strong as it can be. And we actually bring in Dialga expecting the instant swap, which fantastic. We can no shield. We can get to the Iron Head and get to the Hydro Cannon with Primarina. Is we farmed up a bit of energy. We do respect the Rock Wrecker. We expect this charge attack priority. Well, we going for the CMP tie and then winning. We take the KO and we expect a non-Fire Blast Palkia, which I don't even think they were at that energy, which maybe was a win condition. Maybe they actually could have won from that. Origin Dialga lead. Okay, a little more awkward. Which home is absolutely tearing through the Dialga. We actually survive an Iron Head, so we no shield. We go for Disarming Voice because if we take alignment, I'll take it. And sometimes you just I think it's a bit more unpredictable. Oh, It's hello, that could be okay. I think it's a little bit more unpredictable what you're going to see in the back behind a Dialga. We know shield that Sacred Fire. We do shield the Brave Bird at this point. We're low enough. And they're going to be able to dip. They're going to bring in Kyogre, and we're going to bring in Ocean Dialga. We have a Rock Record banked. We hope for no Blizzard. And it's Surf Spam. Let's go. This is what we need. We do go for the Iron Head damage. We need some damage, and we take a shield, which is fantastic. We should be able to drag them down at this point. Or they can bring in Ho, and they can give us the target to Kaboom, and we can swap and throw Rock Record immediately. They needed to throw instantly for the KO, predicting the swap. That point with the switch clock being up for me, but that did not happen for them. Exponent Tapu Bulu in the lead. Do I play the committing to shield to charm down? Maybe, maybe not. This could be the battle. I go for the Hydro Cannon. And okay, it takes a shield. I do go. Actually do go for the 2 shield win alignment. I mean, Primarina doesn't have the best energy, especially when your opponent can bring in what they want. But Charm is still nice pressure. Able to take the last shield, which is fantastic. Enticing me to go for the Iron Head at this point. And a Waterfall Primarina. Okay, this is awkward. This is a tad awkward. What do I do? Can I win? Let's see, I need a bit of a miracle. Gonna bring in the Shadow Rhyperior. Oh, I cannot swap. Oh no, 3, 2, 1, I get kaboomed. Just how it goes. Let me know if you're enjoying all the battles with the team. Sometimes, let me know. I mean, it's definitely cool to have longer videos, but definitely don't exactly always want to show my most embarrassing plays of losses. But there can be some crazy close battles that one mistake is all I made. Maybe a couple, but also a couple mistakes my opponents make from time to time. Just how close Master League can be when, I mean, like, when it's a league you choose to, when everyone you're playing has level 50 and you have level 50. Here I go for the Shadow Rhyperior sweep. 2-1 shield advantage. Gonna be able to win, take out this Palkia with just 1 shield, hopefully, right? Right? Shield the Shadow Rhyperior. They do have 1 HP on Landorus. They're definitely not going to make a catch that's perfectly timed. Oh, their win condition. Yeah, that's a problem. Oh, I was so close to being able to get to that breaking swipe and launch it. If the game didn't work properly for my opponent, that would have been so funny, and I would have so taken that win, but it's fine. They get the win. They played perfectly in the end game. They saw the win condition that I saw, but didn't. Had I just thrown the Rock Record immediately, I think I do win. But I did throw on optimal timing, which can be tough. Giving you, yeah. And we're going to see a Kyogre come in, and it's going to get not wrecked. Okay. They're going to bring in Primarina of their own. We're going to just go for a Hydro Cannon. Hope they don't know the counts because, well, we have a very nice Ocean Dialga. Didn't want to give them too much energy, so I didn't say in. Although, an extra charm or 2 going down from the charms, from their charms would have been nice to get the last bit of damage. Oh, okay. Kyogre almost down. Oh, no. Do I have the charm damage? Yes, I do. Let's go. That was a crazy close battle, but a win's a win. Very nice to get that win. And we have another Tapu Bulu in the lead. Am I going to play it how I played last time? I do want to throw the move because it takes a shield. Taking a shield down is very nice. I do double shield. Play out this matchup. Let's see what is behind door number 2. There are 3 Mudslaps. Definitely nice to keep an eye out on that. Gonna pray there is no surf on this Rhyperior. Thankfully, no surf yet. Definitely would have been wise to throw it if they did have it, though. So it's safe to assume there's none. And actually, this is a decent spot because here comes Origin Dialga after I stalled the switch clock. I do take a Mudslap, but that energy is key. And the Yveltal concedes because no Focus Blast. Actually, I got enough energy advantage before they could reach a Focus Blast. Okay, we got an Amber's. You're definitely going to want to raid an Amber's. And I make a brilliant catch onto my Dialga, catching that fly. They do bring in Ho-Oh, which I did not expect a Ho-Oh after an Amber's lead. Double flyer that I did not expect, but actually, it's not, I mean, it's understandable. We're going to throw a Iron Head. It should actually be enough at this range. And we are able to take the last shield. We're going to hope it's not a Brave Bird. It's a Sacred Fire. We're going to trust 2 shielded. Oh no, 1 shielded Shadow. Rhyperior can deal. And I thought they were going to swap. Oh no, I may have given myself a terrible spot. I know Shield of Flight. That's my hope. I need this to be enough for the KO. It's not enough for the KO, but I do get that Mudslap in. Is Palkia the final thing in the back? And with a no shield from my opponent, I barely hang on 1 HP in a dream. Any worse IVs on the Rhyperior, I lose. But let's go Shadow Rhyperior cleaning up some sloppy play by me, but it wins a win, and we have another Bulu. Not the Shundo, but best buddy boosted, smart if you don't have the Hundo. Gonna throw the Hydro Cannon. Probably smart to throw Disarming Voice for situations like this. Actually, no shield because, yeah, let's bring in Rhyperior. Get some Mudslap energy going. Because even in water types, it's gonna nuke. And we're seeing a fellow Rhyperior, which, the best core in Master League, Rhyperior Palkia. And I do have a pretty nice answer to a Palkia. And I do have a shield to protect myself. I do take a shield off them. And actually, even if I do survive, actually I don't, which is perfect. I can just bring in, just have Dialga come in. They should not be able to get to a Aqua Tail and Spatial Wind, which, nice. It's the Shundo. Palkia, I think, does get a breakpoint damage with Best Buddy Boost, which is why I so often run it when I do run Palkia into Origin Dialga, just in case of that matchup. And also, Palkia is just so strong. Origin definitely the best one to invest in. Shadow, the regular Palkia, not a bad thing to invest in, even with bad IVs, but of course more ideal to have bad IVs. We have a shield advantage. We're going to no shield the Breaking Swipe, right? It is Breaking Swipe. Good. They do get to 2 moves. And the next one does not KO. Let's go. Oh, they bring in Yveltal. And they get kaboomed. And we can bring in Primarina. Charm down, farm down. 2-1 shielded Primarina into a Zacian. Well, this is what I love to see for me in this spot. 2 shielded Primarina is going to really not struggle into Zacian, especially when they're while charging for the debuff. And I do just take the KO with the Hydro Cannon. Did not need to throw, but I just did. Oh, we have an expert we're battling up against with the Bulu in the lead. Okay, Bulu, Origin, Palkia, Rhyperior probably. I mean, when I see Bulu lead and don't see that core, I mean, it's fine. That totally works. Plenty of other combinations can be really nice. Just so often see the Bulu with the Palkia Rhyperior core. They do take me out. Going to get some nice energy on the Rhyperior of my own, assuming they have their own, to cover the obvious fire weakness. Ready for the hover leads with double fairy backline. Able to take a shield with the breaking swipe, which is huge. A breaking swipe. I'm going to go for another one. They actually bring in Palkia, which is actually fantastic. Able to get some big damage. Get a nice farm down before they get to a spatial rend. That's Aqua Tail. I have a shield for my Rhyperior. Maybe damaged, but Dragon Breath damage is going to put in work. And actually, I can take the last shield with Ironhead. Fantastic. And here is where it's actually really close. And, I mean, they would not have done the damage with the Mudslap for the tie. And I'm able to just take the KO. Let's go. Back to Bulu in the lead. Perfect for us. This is what we wanted to see. Even with the Charm Primarina. Well, especially because it's a Charm Primarina, we're fine. And here I do go for the Disarming Voice, even though most of the times I've gone for Hydro Cannon. But I do. Actually, just let the Auger come in. I can take a move. I hope I can Dragon Breath down. Would be crazy if I could. But the judge I cannot. So I just take the KO and I bring in Shadow Rhyperior for a Waterfall Primarina. And this is bad. But maybe there's some magic. Different backline than I expected. And I think I'm just going to struggle to have the energy I need. So I go down. Yeah. Honestly, cool team. And definitely something I may have to try out. Perfect lead into the Origin Palkia lead. They bring in a Landorus. And before they reach a move, I go for the nuke. And I take a shield because that's what I want. And I really don't want to have a debuffed Primarina, so I bring in Origin Dialga. I do shield. I should be able to drag him down from this range before 2 more moves. They do get to a move, just the pacing. May have been nerfed a bit ago, but it's still really good. And we're going to full send straight away the Award of Time to Kaboom via debuff, so understandable. We're going to have to hope there is no Earthquake, or in 3, 2, 1, I get Kaboom! Solar Beam Ho-Oh. Honestly, what a great way to end that video. Team definitely had a lot of success and got me back to some much more respectable ELO. Actually, yeah, definitely much more respectable, but I hope you enjoyed the battle. Subscribe to the channel for daily Go Battle League videos. Stay tuned to see the rest of the Go Battle week. Did I get Legend? They would be amazing. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But thanks for watching, and goodbye.